Okay guys, we're back at it again today. I've got Josh with me today. We're going to be installing a Schlage LE lock. It looks like this. You have two different styles of the Schlage LE. You have the sectional trim, which is two different sections, and then you have the escutcheon trim, where it's one whole piece. The setup that we have is actually the escutcheon one, so it looks like this. So we're going to be putting on the escutcheon trim version, which is the Addison version. The other version is called the Greenwich, but this one's the Addison version. So we're going to be installing the Addison version of this Schlage LE lock. It works with the Schlage Engage app. So we're going to make a second video. This is how to install the Schlage LE lock, and then we're going to make a video on how to commission the lock and bring it online, basically with the Schlage Engage app. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we need to make an additional hole. So Josh got the template basically out of the packaging, which is what he's doing right now. For this particular style, he's drilling the hole for this piece. So whenever this is installed, we have all the holes we need, but we just don't have this hole here for the post. So he's going to drill that bottom center post hole, and then we'll be set up. We won't have to drill anymore after that. This is basically, we got a demo for the store to demo to customers, because the whole system that we use here in the shop is Brevo. So we're very familiar with using these locks out in the field. You can use them with Brevo in an access control system, a cloud-based access control system. You just have to have a wireless gateway to communicate with this. If you don't want to use it for that, you can use it as an independent lock using the Schlage Engage app. And that Engage app will allow you to, run the whole lock through your phone. All right, another thing that, while he's finishing up that hole there, I just want to briefly explain. This is a full body. The LE is used with a full body mortise. So, in your storefront glass doors, you wouldn't be able to use this. On your storefront glass door, you'd have to, wire an electrified steel hawk or something like that instead. But the two wireless locks that they have in, actually there's three, I believe. Three wireless locks they have. There's an NDE, there's the LE, and there's two different versions of the LE. And then there's one more version. I can't think of the other one right now. It's slipping my mind. Maybe there isn't. Nope, that's it. There's those two. So there's the NDE and the Schlage LE. And one's for full body mortises, like the LE right here. And then one is for your typical cylindrical lock, which is the NDE. So, and if you look right here, it gives you instructions on how to hand it. Because, if this is say this is the door and it's swinging this way, it has to ramp up and lock correctly. If this was faced the other way, which you can change it, right, flip it around, then it wouldn't work. You'd have to hand it. So we've already handed this one. So, and how you hand it, I'll show you right here. Let me just get this out. It tells you right here. You pull and rotate the latch bolt, pull it out, rotate it 180. Handing catch screw must be on inside of the chassis. If necessary, remove catch screw from one side and install on the other side. And the catch screw, he's already changed it. It's right there. And then it tells you install RX switch on inside as shown. And that's about the electronic part here. So anyway, if you need to know how to hand it, it comes on the lock body itself. So he's already handed it correctly. So got that there. I'll put that back. Okay, looks like the holes have been drilled. And there's also this lock also has, because when you're dealing with access control systems, another thing is people can prop open doors, and you want to know that. So one thing that we're not installing on here that it has basically inside the latch plate that goes in the frame here, it has a magnet, if you see right behind it there. So you drill a hole in the side of the door, and you put the magnet pops into that hole, and when it lines up with that magnet, it'll tell you if your door is propped open or not. That's another benefit. So you can have a code on here, have a badge to use to get in this lock, but if you don't know if the door is open or closed, someone can just prop the door open and you can get in and out. So what we did on this one here is we're not going to install the magnet because there's no need to. We don't have a frame to install it on, so I just want to make you aware of it. And then what I'll do also is show you here, right here in the manual is what I'm talking about. See, connects to the mortise body. You have a magnet there and a magnet there. And basically when the door's closed, it'll tell you if those magnets are lining up. It'll say, yeah, your door's closed. If you prop the door open, it's gonna be like that. And you'll have an alert on your software saying, hey, the door's propped open. So it's a cool little feature. So anyway, first step, I'm sure he's gonna probably put in the mortise body right now.
Yep.
He's cleaned up his area, so. Mortise body's in.
You didn't flip this?
No, I put it back.
Okay. Alright, so you gotta feed this up into this hole, which can be a little bit tricky.
Maybe I can push it from the other side with the flathead.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
There you go.
Alright. So that sits in there.
Sits just like that.
Alright, and then the screws that come with it are much larger than what I have in my hand. Don't know where I put them, but we're not using that today just because
Yeah, they need
this
tiny
stuff right
ones,
here,
right.
it's real tiny. I don't want to break the inside pieces of wood. So,
Right now, it's just basically screwing the lock body into place. Nothing special.
cool.
Okay.
Alright, once your lock body's in place,
Okay. Now we got the post for the trim. I got it.
alright, see if I can't remember how to do this now.
And that's,
Small end goes in.
that's basically for the lever trim to interact with it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is going to be our inside portion. So we want to use, that's our outside. So what we're going to do is this right here. Take the U. The lever's going to be sitting like this. So you got these little posts in here. It's going to go through those holes. It's going to be like the other way.
Perfect.
Yep, like that. Make sure my posts are down as much as I can get them. And I was pretty sure they went all the way down, but these things aren't going all the way down.
Pretty put in there.
Well, there's plenty of thread left though. Anywho, for the sake of the video. Alright. I'm gonna say this one goes to the the other side, so this is gonna go. Alright, on this piece here, it's got little arrows. And basically you're gonna have the arrows pointing in the direction you're gonna be pulling down on. So if the lever goes on like this, and I gotta pull the lever down, that arrow has to be down. So like that.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna slide this on. Alright, so
Here's this piece here. So
Oh,
stick
you're-
that back on. Alright, so it's lined up.
exterior discussion is on. What we'll do is we'll take
Put
this.
the next little cam on.
That's going to turn that way, so
Just make sure the arrow is in the right direction. There's a lever.
something like that. This is really
Uh-huh.
okay. Before I do all that, I guess I need to put this on here.
There's two connectors, one's bigger, one's small, so he's just gonna plug those in. Actually, both the same size, looks like. Close.
They only go on one way. It's kind of
And
hard
here's
to
just
fudge
a-
that up.
And here's what he's doing basically with the trim. So you have this, the little neck spring, cam, with the screws. So that's what he's putting on right now.
This slides on here. And I'm gonna say actually, this screws on with 2 screws.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find them. These right here. So before I was supposed to put this on.
I'll move it out of your way
So
for you.
that's a good thing we can cut the video whenever we need to.
Okay. I'm just holding this out of his way because we connected it early, so no big deal. This is just like a normal mortise body, so it's not anything different. If you've installed a commercial mortise body, full mortise body like this lock before, you're very familiar with this because it's the same way a normal trim goes on. So if you're familiar at all with full body mortises, this is going to be fairly easy for you. The hardest part is getting some of the things to line up. All right.
Alright, nice and hand tight. And this is going to sit over
That's the inside trim plate.
like so. And you got 2 screws that go in here to hold it into place. Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to pick this up just a hair. Screwdriver. Thank you.
All right.
It's a little bit. There we are.
Okay.
You see like one more screw laying around that goes to that bottom piece?
Do you want to put the high security screw in there?
It's up to you. If you want it to be a little more secure, use that.
This is just a demo, so it doesn't matter.
This is going to hold it in place, so now it no longer wants to move.
You're almost in business now. And I can take this and
Okay.
push down.
Yep. Once you put that plate on there, it'll fix that problem.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was just gonna see if I can make it do it right now. But okay, give me a minute.
Okay, so now that you've got your screws on here, put your
Last
handle
piece
on.
of lever trim there.
It just slides on, and then this is going to screw on.
I'm gonna use this to tighten it.
Yeah, once you get to it.
This is the tool that comes with it in here. So, and the same thing on a lot of these trims for full body mortises. They're gonna have a tool similar to this. This is Schlage's version, and you just grab it and you basically crank the turn on it. So he'll show you that in a second. Maybe it's opposite.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, I went this way and it wasn't grabbing. That's counter. So I went clockwise. And
Yeah, it keeps moving.
is it just not straight? Is it not?
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right.
All right, so he's getting it finger tight, and then he's going to use the tool and go crank it down. I'll show you how that works.
So, got little deals on there. Find your hole right here, and you spin it around.
Yeah, we've installed a few of these for Brevo, and we've done some different standalone that's using just the app, the Schlage Engage app. Originally, this was created, the LE and the NDE were created as an individual lock that you can control with your phone. You could also turn it into an actual system with a CTE panel, I believe is what it's called. Or you could use these with some other access control companies like Brevo. Like we use it with Brevo. And some of the other systems eventually are going to be implementing it. I believe we just talked to PDK this morning, and they're eventually going to be having these also go into their software also. All right, so basically this takes it comes with a housing for a small format interchangeable core like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take one that we have here, take the control key. There we go, and then now we have a key that works it. And now I could use this to help screw it in. So I'm gonna take this like that. And after I loosen the set screw on the side, just like a typical mortise body, very easy, goes right in. See? I usually go until it's tight and then kind of back it up a little bit. So now that I got that lined up, I'm gonna tighten the set screw down right here. Holds the cylinder in place from moving. Okay, now if I use the key, good to go, right? Okay, so that's done. And we did put those, it didn't affect it. Okay.
What?
The washers.
No, you're all right.
Yeah, it's got a really nice low profile look to it and a small little reader built into it. It's a very nice lock actually.
All right, I'm not gonna crank it down super tight.
Yeah. All right, so let's go put the batteries on there.
All right, once you put your batteries in there, it automatically starts putting it into construction mode. So, as you see right now, both sides activates it. Once these batteries go in, you'll no longer be able to use the outside without a key, or once you get the Engage app going.
How does that work if the batteries run out?
Hmm?
Does it say unlocked if the batteries run out, or is it based off the memory?
Based off memory.
Okay.
Yeah, batteries run out, it's still locked.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. And it comes with this little demo card here to start it off, which we'll make that in a separate video. But this is the install of it, so we're nearly done with the install. There you go.
Come on, nice and easy.
Yeah, you always want to be careful with the battery and wires. Do you have that little screw?
It's in here already.
Okay.
Anyways, that's how you install it.
There you go. There's your Schlage LE with the discussion. This is the Addison, and now it's locked, like you said. So this is, like I said, this works with the Engage technology, the app. That's what this card is for, I'm guessing. It should pick up. Does it pick up the credential?
I don't think it's
not ready yet.
No.
Okay, we'll do that in the next video. So this is what it looks like when we're done. Like I said, again, there's two different styles to this. There's the, and you can do two different lever types. You notice the different lever types too. They have some different lever types, and you can do a sectional trim where it's different sections, or a whole escutcheon trim like this one right here. But this is the LE, the Schlage LE, works with the Engage app, also works on other platforms as a third-party lock, basically, that works with like Brevo and different things. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate the support as always. Please hit the subscribe button and the like icons. And you can also set your notifications up to get notifications when we post new videos. We appreciate the support as always. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms, and we appreciate the support as always.